OTAs, it's like a 3-week process. We talked to Bobby about this earlier in the show. We've got a little bit of CeeDee action here. We've got some Dak, and we've also got some Schotty. But let's go with cut Dak 4. And what's important about this is, is Dak Prescott, he hasn't been quote unquote cleared for contact just yet. However, I think he said something to the effect of, look, if football was going to start, or if this was a big game, he'd be there. And from all indication, he looks great. But what have we heard about? We've heard about, him coming back from injury, but more importantly, we've heard about the culture that Brian Schottenheimer is trying to create in Dallas, and this is what Dak had to say about it.
Yeah, I think the approach of how we're building it. I think a lot of times, may in the past, I've said it, and I've maybe just been talking, and not just talking, or naive in a sense of talking about how great just the offenses was, right? And not necessarily the team, and not necessarily offense connecting with defense, connecting with special teams. So I believe that Schotty's doing it the right way from the top down of take the offense and defense away from it, take the positions away from it, take the coach and player aspect away from it, and let's connect. And you're talking to one of the most optimistic people I think you'll find. I've seen it the way that it's going. I see the way that people are buying into it, and it's hard for me to think anything different.
Dak is in mid-season form when it comes to just, giving out positive vibes and feeling good about where he's at. Week 6, week 7, we may feel differently about it, but at the very least, he's in mid-season form with the media.
Yeah, Dak Prescott is a veteran at the podium. I think that's why having like a George Pickens around him, it's just going to be good leadership all around him. I think they're all going to blossom, and Bobby Belt called it. Brian Schottenheimer is going to win everybody over in the offseason, but like we've all kind of said at certain points, it's all great, and he's doing what he should be doing, but it's going to really matter when we start playing football games. And if you lose the first 2 weeks, a lot of people are going to go back to what they thought originally, that the Cowboys did not make the correct hire, blase. But I think Schottenheimer, on a positive note, is trending in the right direction, is saying all the right things. This new age coach seems to be rubbing people the correct way, and people are enjoying what Schottenheimer is bringing to the Dallas Cowboys in kind of a new vibe. The leadership, the character, just the way that the team is being talked about seems to be in a little bit of a different tone.
Well, and I will say this, if you were to lose the first 2 games, I don't know that anybody's going to lose any sleep over losing the first game, right? You're at Philadelphia. It's the very first game of the season. Philadelphia's getting their Super Bowl ring there that night. It's nationally televised. Everybody and their mom is going to be watching that game, and then throw in the added aspect of Philadelphia has embarrassed you as a franchise. All right, and I get it. It's a hated rival, and rightfully so, but they have embarrassed you. They have, I want to say, what, in the time since the Dallas Cowboys have gone to their last NFC Championship game, Philly's been to 8. Okay, so that tells you all you need to know about kind of where things are at in the grand scheme of things. So I don't know that anybody, I'll tell you this, no one's going to lose any sleep over losing week 1. Now, if you go out and get housed and look totally unprepared and get undressed on national television, that's a different conversation, because then that's a preparation issue. That's a, okay,
guys running
Schotty.
the wrong routes, defense looks unenthused out there, guys running wide open.
Or if they just get beat, right? Or if it's just a matter of, I don't think it's going to be a matter of guys running the wrong routes. I think it's just a matter of, how prepared do these guys look? And from if Schottenheimer's telling everybody about the culture and what he's trying to implement here, and you go out and get dog walked in week 1, yeah, that's going to be a problem. Now, you go out there, you play your ass off, and you lose by a field goal or something like that. That's one thing. You should beat the Giants at home in week 2.
You can't lose to them.
You cannot lose to Russell Wilson, and that's provided that you have a healthy Dak Prescott and the rest of this offense. There's no reason why you should lose to Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, or God forbid you lose to a rookie in Jackson Dart in week 2 at home. And now, granted, you're not getting loved up just yet, because that is a noon kickoff. So Fox is kind of like, well,
we got to prove it to us.
Go ahead, and which, over the course, then, you got a handful of noon games, but that kind of tells you where Fox thinks of you. That your home opener, yeah, we're putting you at noon.
And the Cowboys are almost always a
That's a 3:30. That's
yeah.
a 3:30 afternoon. That's a game of the week, Fox game of the week type deal. Yeah. Tom Brady, Greg Olsen, Madden, Summerall, insert, number 1 team here. No, you're getting the Ian Eagle and Greg Olsen number 2 matchup is what you're getting.
The Iron Eagle, I just feel like is always like a Houston Texans game.
Yeah, I was going to say, and I think Iron Eagle is on CBS anyway. But yeah, you're getting, insert random Adam Ross or Adi Amin or what. I think he's a terrorist, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah. Some random guy that's going to be doing the play-by-play.
Why would you say that?
If Idi Amin came back and was doing play-by-play football, now that would be impressive. All right, so that was what our boy Dak had to say. And, of course, this is now, hey, we know we've got George Pickens in the mix. You've got CeeDee Lamb. How many number 1 wide receivers does Dallas have now, CeeDee?
We can complement each other. If he's tired, I can guarantee you I'm not. So just being his backbone and being here for him and letting him know that he got some help on the other side for sure. That's a dog and that's willing to win, and I'm going to do everything in my power to do that. As we all know, the show don't stop for sure.
Did he say if he's tired, I guarantee I'm not?
Yeah, like he's saying if George is tired, I guarantee CeeDee will not be. Like they're not going to both be tired at the same time. So
I got what you're saying. I was calling out George's conditioning.
No, I think he was saying if one is tired, the other one won't be, and vice versa. That one of us will always be ready, always. Yeah. And I think that's a great point. Like people love to make it this. I saw on social media who's going to cry when they don't get the ball first. It's like, look at the running back room. It's not like the running back room screaming that they got some bell cow that they pay $25 million that they got to get the ball to every time. They're going to be throwing the ball to those two guys and then running it when they need to. Like Pickens and CeeDee are going to get 45% to 60% of the target share. It's not like there's much else to spread it around. Those are your two guys on offense.
I mean, if you're
Jake Ferguson's going to steal a couple of catches, but it's not like you got another guy that's who the ball is going to go to. Pickens or CeeDee almost every other play. You're going to have Ferguson every once in a while. Another running backs every once in a while, but I don't think either of them, they're both going to get their targets. They're going to be happy, both of them.
If Jake Ferguson doesn't have a good year.
Like, I don't think Jake Ferguson will have the receptions. I think he'll have the impactful, the touchdowns, the big catches.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, if I told you, all right, look, he may not go over 1,000 yards, but he's going to have 65 catches for 800 yards and 10 touchdowns. Yeah. And play a vital role as the number 3.
10 touchdowns would be awesome. I don't think.
Well, think about it. I mean, you got to cover. Who are you covering in the red zone? I mean, right now
you got 2 great red zone threats. And
look,
and
if you're Jake Ferguson,
you should get single coverage every time.
You should be licking your chops. Yeah. All right, because look, if I'm a defense, am I worried about Jake Ferguson? No.
You're making sure your safety is leaning towards CeeDee or George, whatever it may be.
Stop 88. Stop 13. Mm-hmm.
Temporary 13.
What, you don't think he's?
And he said it's temporary. Like this isn't like his full set number. It's not like
he might change it.
Yeah, you just have to pick a number.
He's just waiting for Marquise Bell to get cut, and then he's going to take 14 over.
Hey, you said that. I have no idea. All I'm saying is he did not stamp 13. He made it very clear this is a temporary number. Yeah. You have to have a number while you're out there. I'm the closest to 14.
Yeah. Maybe. So he wants 14.
I would assume so. Yeah. I think that's a fair assumption.
And he ain't trying to pay Marquise for it. I almost feel like somebody in the Cowboys front office said, look.
Rock 13 for a little bit. We'll make a lot. We're talking about his number. If it was 14, we wouldn't even be talking about it. So we'll get a little hype about the number. People have something else to talk about. And then when we cut Marquise.
Yeah, just chill to the next episode. Marquise he's a practice squad player at best. Okay. What did Marquise do last year? 877-881-1053.
See, I don't like doing that because then I don't know what
I'm just asking. I'm just asking in general. Like what? I mean, I remember him. I mean, I want to say he had a couple tackles.
Wow. See, we're disparaging the man before I've looked it up, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to speak because we had a lot of guys playing last year. Marquise Bell.
The only reason we're talking about it is because he's number 14. Well, I mean, let's be real.
I'm really scrolling to find his name.
Just do it numerically. Look up at the numerical roster.
Hit Control F, and that'll help you find it.
I need both of you guys to shut up.
I'm trying to help.
Bell. They keep telling us about how
Marquise Bell. Here we go. Here we go. Found his name right here. He played in 9 games.
Okay.
I don't even know what stat I'm looking at because it's so far down. Had 5 solo tackles.
He's a big dude. 6'3", 205.
He had 5 tackles last year.
Okay.
That's it. And 1 assist. No other stats logged.
He was I think it looks like he was an undrafted free agent from Florida A&M. So there you have it. There's your Marquise Bell update of the day.
The year before that, though, 94 tackles.
Going into year 4. I was going to say, the guy,
Well, that's because we had nobody playing linebacker. I don't know if you remember, it was him and Damone Clark playing linebacker. And remember when C.J. Stroud got on the podcast and Jordan Love and they claimed that we knew you didn't have any linebackers. You had safeties playing linebackers.
Yeah, it's never
This is
good.
who they were referring to. Marquise Bell.
Hey,
and
God
Clark.
bless Marquise going out there doing the damn thing. Marquise after play, like you said, played 9 games, 17. He's going into year 4. I think special teams.
Another point that I want to bring up was the secondary room. There was a lot of talk about it in the voluntary OTAs. I talked to Bobby about it pre-show. Deron Bland got a lot of work at nickel.
Yeah,
and
they play him in the slot a lot,
yep,
right?
Yep. And then also getting some nickel work was Wanye Thomas and Izzy McQuamu as well, getting some nickel work. I think if Deron Bland's your nickel week 1, things did not go well. Siobhan Revel's not ready, and he's playing there. I think, actually, I'll say this. The best case scenario is that Deron Bland is your nickel in week 7. Because that means Siobhan Revel and Trayvon Diggs are both healthy, and they're both your outsides, and neither of them can play the nickel. And Deron Bland's a great nickel.
Yeah.
But also on the flip, if Deron Bland is your nickel, that means Kalen Carson hasn't stepped up. Izzy hasn't stepped up. No one else stepped into that position.
Right.
And now he's having to play out of position, and you've got Kyer Elam starting. You've got Andrew
Although they
Booth
said
starting.
he looked good.
They have said Kyer Elam has looked good. So are you okay with giving Kyer Elam a fresh start and saying, hey, are you mad if he's starting week 1? Can you have a fresh start, or do you already think you're doomed if he's starting?
Oh, if he I'm going to trust Eberflus. I don't. Look, this team understands the importance of getting off to a good start, right? You've got. I'll say this, and then we'll go to break. I expect the offense to be ahead of the defense going into 2025.
Agreed.
All right. I'm okay with, because think about it this way. That defense got better as the year went on last year under Mike Zimmer. All right. Eberflus, I think, has got something to prove. I think with the culture that you've created, I think you've got a better group of linebackers. I think the secondary is good, not great. And I think you've got a front 7 as far as defensive line is concerned that's still figuring things out as well. So I think from an offensive standpoint, I think you're going to be ahead of the curve. I'm okay with winning games 27-24, 31-27, that type of deal early on. If you're still winning those kind of games at the end of the year, it's a different conversation.